Hello and welcome to The Loop. I'm Matt Bruning.
And I'm Erin McBride. ODOT Central Office in Columbus has a new name.
Director Jack Marchbanks worked with Governor Mike DeWine to officially rename the building after two-time ODOT Director Jerry Wray, who led the agency for 16 years.
A ceremony to mark the occasion was held to unveil the sign on the front of the building. It's an honor, Wray says, he'll cherish.
Not only is it the honor of a lifetime, but because of you folks here today and just being here, you have made it the honor of a lifetime and the memory of a lifetime. So thank you.
Both the governor and Director Marchbanks shared some fun memories of Director Wray.
We're honoring Jerry for the longevity, certainly, but it's really what he did with it. What he did with the office, how he transformed the office, how he changed the office, how he changed ODOT. Frankly, how he changed the culture of ODOT. And that really, I think, is why we honor Jerry today.
History reveals that two leadership characteristics stand the test of time. They are vision and principle. Director Wray, you demonstrated for an unprecedented 16 years at the helm of ODOT that you have those virtues in abundance.
Former Governor George V. Voinovich named Jerry Wray as his ODOT director after taking office in 1991. Wray served for 8 years under Voinovich, whose lieutenant governor was Mike DeWine. Wray began changing the culture at ODOT. For example, he helped create the Transportation Review Advisory Council to remove politics from the process of selecting major projects for construction.
When John Kasich became governor in 2011, he again tapped Wray to lead ODOT. Wray focused on one ODOT, a way to break down the silos of districts and central office.
This was certainly a great honor and very well deserved for Director Wray.
Agree, he is a wonderful person, a great friend, and I think a lot of us learned a ton from him. So very happy to see this honor for Jerry Wray.
Totally agree, Matt. It was such a delight working with Jerry. And now that you know a little bit about Jerry Wray, the Who Knew Guru gives some background on the history about the office building we call home.
Thanks, Erin. You know, ODOT has a unique history, just like the Jerry Wray Building, aka Central Office. ODOT used to be called Ohio Department of Highways, which, get this, began operations on February 15, 1905, and consisted of just 4 employees with a budget of $10,000. That's barely enough money to purchase 166 tons of salt these days. And on average, right now, every winter, we use 600,000 tons. That's crazy. Anyways, back then, they shared an office with the Bureau of Agriculture, now the Department of Agriculture. And decades later, the Department of Highways was renamed Ohio Department of Transportation in 1972. During this time, ODOT Central Office was housed at 25 South Front Street, where the Ohio Department of Education currently resides. Now, to modernize and reorganize the department in the early 90s, then Director Jerry Wray and his leadership team decided to build a new complex on the same land that once sat the massive Victorian building known as the Columbus Hospital for the Insane. When it was built in 1877, it was considered the largest building in the United States until the Pentagon was built in 1943. The contractor broke ground on the new central office in early 1996. Here's photos during construction of the 4-story structure. Construction was completed on the more than 312,000 square foot office building in early 1998, and employees began moving equipment and furniture as early as February. And 23 years later, it seems fitting that we would dedicate the building after the person that helped transform ODOT into a reliable, professional, and highly productive organization. Thank you, Jerry. Be well and enjoy the sunshine. Who knew?
Thanks a lot, Dave. Well, you can get more ODOT news online at transportation.ohio.gov. Follow us on social media and send story ideas and feedback to loop@dot.ohio.gov.
Now,